You ready?
There is a connection between the paranormal, UFOs, and the myths of ancient history. The clues are scattered across the landscape from a forbidden past, maybe even in your own backyard. There is a connection between the true nature of our reality, consciousness, and the unexplained. I'm Carl the Crusher. Let's explore the unknown.
It's so bright, isn't it?
Whoa, yeah. See what's making that?
That's so freaking big. This whole area
Would light up.
would light up, and it would be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, like the car explanation is like harder to explain than some people.
Whoa, what the hell was that, man? See? Did you see that? Okay, something. I got that on camera, dude. What the?
Woo! Woo! It feels haunted over here. Whoa! It's not just my nerves. It feels like a presence, does it not? This feels like weird. The energy in this place is... You're getting a pain? I'm standing right between the stones here. Woo! The energy behind me is so weird. You still in pain? James and I have made our way now back to the Magic Mesa. James has been wanting to come here for a long time, and I've been waiting for him to come here as well. If we get the chance, we're going to check out the medicine wheel, some ancient petroglyphs, and a whole bunch of cool stuff around here, and I can't wait to see what he thinks about what time period or who could have been here and why and what it all means. See, look at that. That's a huge piece of pottery right there. And then there's flakes and everything just laying right on top of the ground. More pottery. There's more. More. And we're gonna head up here and show you guys this rock wall and see if we can figure out how old it is. I know. It's built all the way to the mesa. And this piece of pottery has painted lines all over it. It's beautiful. Look at that. It's just all over the place, right?
Yeah, look at this conglomerate rock. Almost looks like it's been mortared.
Yeah, it does. And right there, there's like a piece of black pottery. And there's just chunks of pottery laying all over the ground. Look at this. Placed here on the rock. Wow. Interesting, right? This is an old stone wall. Pottery and arrowheads. Hand-placed wall, and it goes all the way to the mesa. And here we have a continuation of the stone wall going all the way here. And what's interesting is, like, it's hard to say that this is some kind of a more recent or modern installment, because then you look down on the ground, like right here is pottery. Look at that. Just laying right on the ground by the stone wall. Yeah, so you notice this circular structure. It could also, if not a grave, is that another one of those weird rocks? Oh yeah. Very cool. Yeah, look at this little stone mound. What is that? Right here by the stone wall and all the pottery and everything. James just said he feels like it's a possibility that this wall was built because of this pile, like it could have been a grave. There is potential for that. And honestly, the story is of the petroglyphs, once I take you up there, I've heard from several people that it has to do with a supernatural being or like a shaman figure again. And I've been told that he lives in the mesa or was buried in the mesa. So maybe this is it. This is the mesa right here. There is an ancient medicine wheel prayer circle down in the valley, and there is another one on top of the mesa. But this is interesting.
I wonder if it's that rock again.
Magnetic rock.
Hot rocks.
Those hot, or they're not magnetic, yeah, hot rocks. Wow.
Very unusual. A lot of hot rock. Yeah, there's no way of too much hot rock.
Yeah. This looks like a burial to you?
Yeah.
It does to me too. There's no other reason why they would stack all these up right here, overlooking the scene like this. You know, and the significance of the petroglyphs that we have up on the cliffs to the left, the medicine wheel in the valley, all of the ancient artifacts, pottery, arrowheads, and everywhere scattered throughout this entire area. The mesa, a medicine wheel on top, this whole area, significant. I don't even want to touch any of the rocks. Are these like knocked over monuments or site points like cairns or whatever?
Possible.
They could be just knocked over because they look like flat stacked stones that maybe somebody pushed down. Because there's another one right here, but this is small. Did you see the wall here?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This is in the ground.
Yeah, look at that. This is all like stacked stones and sinkholes, and then there's wooden posts and things right here in the middle. And this whole thing going all the way down the hill here. This looks like dwelling, like a dwelling site. Yeah, look at these divots. Like old cabins or something, or rock huts, shelters.
Like maybe a pit house.
Pit houses, yeah.
Maybe they've been excavated before.
Could be.
And filled in. 'Cause you have your wooden stake here.
Yeah.
And your iron one back there. Which it was shallow. I barely pushed on it and it came out.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense for some kind of like military defense. It doesn't make any sense for keeping animals in because there's just all these low points everywhere. There's just some kind of like a marker or border. It seems like it's a huge amount of effort in order to do that for no reason.
And then why stop where it does?
Why stop where it does right there? It's almost just like it's like a marker of just like the beginning of a place or something, you know, like they just wanted to contain the valley or something in some sort of a way. You think up there maybe? Yeah, see, I think at this point, and then also clearly on top of the mesa, and there's like mounds on top of the mesa.
So does this, it goes down there and does it curve back around and actually end at that gate?
Yeah, see how it loops back up and to the right and then stops there.
Why
right.
does it stops right where they put a fence
and then
on?
the fence starts.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, and then up over there, what's up there and what's up there? James actually fell when we were hiking yesterday up at Mount Wilson. Injured his shoulder a little bit, so unfortunately we're gonna have to cut the trip a little bit short so he can get back and get recovered. But we're here at Magic Mesa and we're using the feral detector, and we're going to the medicine wheel down in the valley of the Magic Mesa right now to check it out. Oh, wow, there's just pottery all over the ground.
Maybe it was it's continuously refilled.
It feels like you feel like it's not as old.
No, it's not at all. But I mean, that doesn't mean that the Native Americans aren't coming and redoing it.
Right.
But it's not old.
And this is an area where like nobody comes. Nobody's even really allowed here without permission. So I mean, it's been untouched for the longest time too. And then there's another one on top of the mesa right up on the left side.
Really?
Yes, another one.
Yeah, it was. To me, it seems like they're
It's still in use.
exactly.
Could be.
That's a hot box.
Yeah. All of these rocks are giving off a signal.
Tons of hot rocks.
Yeah. Now careful, you're walking in a circle in a ceremonial wheel. And you're walking counterclockwise.
It's just a hot rocks. Lots of hot rocks.
Wow.
Does it mean anything? I don't think so, because they have just whatever rocks they could grab.
Anything right in the center?
The only thing so far has been right over there. See how they're putting
Artifacts in
artifacts
in the middle, yeah. Don't disappear into the ether.
It is. That was
One full circle.
7.
What?
The electric field.
The electric field just
The
went
EMF
up.
is at 1.7. It went up from a 0.9.
You just walked in the counterclockwise circle and now the
Yeah,
EMF.
I was talking crap and
You just started joking.
not
See,
well, yeah, both the EMF and the electric field are.
I told you, I was like, don't walk counterclockwise, be careful. And now the EMF is 55. Careful, James, I'm not joking. You're gonna get a hitchhiker.
I got plenty. And now it's down to 25, 15. One more. Left, right.
What's it at?
57, 60.
60.
Electric field, that's volts per meter. On EMF, I'm at 1.8 on milligauss. 60 constant. But you know what?
Power.
These power lines.
Could be the power lines bleeding off.
I'm gonna say it's the power line.
Could be.
It's just power transmitting to 2.1. It's that.
That's why you carry the devices and you just don't go off of how you feel, right?
Right.
Careful now. So here is the cement circle where all kinds of weird stuff occurs. The energy feels totally different down in here. And as many people as I've talked to, nobody has any idea who put this here or why. I have to imagine it was when they were going to do some kind of a Native American cultural center here. And there is a date on it that says in the 1980s. But otherwise, it makes no sense. And I've pasted across, and I have a size 12, and it's 66 feet across.
No, you know what this is? So in Fort Duchesne, they created the Veterans War Memorial, and it's a whatchamacallit, a big
Fire pit thing.
north, south, east, and west. It looks just like the one at Fort Duchesne.
That's the same intentions of the medicine wheel as the north, south,
Exactly.
east, and west. And then see, but this is a big stone one or cement one, and it's 66 feet across. And I wonder if the lady that put it here is the one that died of a heart attack, and then the whole land.
Yeah, I mean, it's the wheel.
November 4th, 1988. So I bet it was the lady put this here as a big wheel, cement wheel, as part of the cultural center, and then she died of a heart attack.
Yeah, because they do a lot of ritual
Yes.
in the circle.
But she
Pointing
probably
towards
had no
north,
business
south, east,
doing
and
that as a white Mormon lady. Probably shouldn't have been messing around here. Wait, so see, I was just been calling it reeds because I don't know if it's bamboo or not. Do you think it's bamboo? What is bamboo doing here?
Wasn't she creating a Polynesian cultural center?
In Hawaii?
Yeah, so
But she'd already done the Hawaiian one. Why would she bring bamboo here?
maybe she wanted to unite both cultures.
She was trying to tie it together for the Book of Mormon or something, trying to say it was all Lamanites or something. Yeah, probably. But see, there's this like altar on the east, or like the stones here to the, or that would be the west, the north, the east, and the south all have these big stones.
My EMF is almost at a 2.
Your EMF?
My electromagnetic field's at a 1.9 milligauss.
We're still by those power lines, kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, this is a sudden change of events. I'm actually back home. It's the next morning. We had plans, James Keenan and I, to go up to the petroglyphs and explore the whole area and do a lot of other experiments and even stay into the night at the Magic Mesa and the valley there to see the lights on the mesa and see what James thought. But as you see in the video there, the whole way in there I was trying to talk to James and tell him, I was like, hey, this place is known for having amplified coincidence events. It's like instant karma. Everything is backwards day. So when you're down there and you're like, oh, you know, everything seems really peaceful, then bizarre stuff seems to happen. And We went to the medicine wheel, and he was testing it for different ferrous material or hot rocks and energetic things. And I noticed that when he, first of all, he walked inside the circle, and I was like, dude, be careful walking in there. You gotta be very careful what you're doing. And then I noticed he was walking counterclockwise around the circle, and I was like, hey, James, you gotta be really careful. I've brought other people down here. I brought Charlie from Blind Frog Ranch, and when he was there, he had a stomach pain and then got a bloody nose. When I took my brother, his son, when we went to the medicine wheel, he got a bloody nose as well. And so I've had other people go there, and recently there was an accident that occurred at the Magic Mesa that I really don't want to get into detail about in this video, but James, when we went to the stone circle and we're walking around there, just like in other incidents after the medicine wheel, when we went to leave, James got very sick. He got a sharp pain in his stomach, a stabbing pain, and honestly, we really didn't make it back to the truck. It was a struggle. We finally did get back to the vehicles, and we had to leave the Valley of the Magic Mesa immediately, and our whole expedition was cut short. We came back to my house, basically took care of James, made sure he was healthy and got him food and water, kind of went straight to bed and recovered. And then James woke up early this morning and went home. He's actually going to go to the doctor and get himself checked. I'm not going to go into any detail about exactly what happened, but I will say that I've had experiences like this before, where I went up to a slot canyon. I had an experience of a missing time event, and I woke up from that. I was very dizzy, trying to hike back to my vehicle. I was nauseous. I threw up on the side of the trail, and when I got home, I was passing blood in the toilet. It was really scary, and I was sick for about 3 days like that. So, you know, we talked a lot about it, and it's interesting stuff. You know, we go and explore these places that have all these oral traditions and stories of magic being real, of spiritual power being some form of real energy that is a thing, that's a phenomenon that exists in reality. And it seems like science is beginning to prove that out. These Nobel Prize winners on quantum entanglement are showing that there is this other side of reality, this non-physical realm possibly that is quantum entangled with ours that we don't understand. So when we go to these places that have these stories and these traditions of supernatural encounters, alien interactions or UFO sightings, portals opening, UFO portals, and all sorts of different encounters, we need to be respectful of those oral traditions and maybe the reality that there might be something to that, and be very cautious in our approach to that. So we're trying to do that as well. I hope that James is doing well. He seemed to be feeling a lot better this morning. And so until next time, you guys, I'm going back up to Mount Wilson. So stay tuned, make sure and subscribe, turn on notifications. Over Halloween, I'm going back up there because we have new evidence that we have uncovered, and we know where the portal is. We know where the NIDS team located the source of the portal and where they conducted heavy research with Jacques Vallée, Hal Puthoff, Bob Bigelow, and the whole early NIDS team before and during Skinwalker Ranch. And we have photographic evidence that proves where they were researching and finding where this interdimensional UFO portal seemed to be, and a whole lot more. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.